Hello YouTube, it's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another video game month. This is a TV show that I just finished last night. This is the 2023 TV adaptation of a beloved video game franchise by Naughty Dog. And no, it's not Uncharted this time. I already reviewed that last year. This is an American post-apocalyptic drama, it's late, created by Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann for HBO, based on the 2013 video game. The series is set in 2023, 23 years into a pandemic, wink wink, caused by a massive fungal infection, which forces its host to transform into zombie-like creatures and collapses society. The series follows Joel, a smuggler tasked with escorting a teenage girl, Ellie, across a post-apocalyptic United States. Guest stars include Nico Parker as Joel's daughter, Sarah, Gabriel Luna as Joel's younger brother Tommy, Merle Dandridge as Resistance leader Marlene, and Anna Torv as Joel's smuggler partner Tess, who dies. And yeah, every episode somebody dies. The Last of Us. Damn, the show was really good. One of the best shows of 2023 so far. I don't have a lot of bad things to say about it, just to clear the air. The show is really good. There's some problems, but I'll get to that. 9 episodes. That was nice and short. It didn't need to go 13 to 50 episodes like other shows do. Most of the episodes' lengths were... Some were short and some were really long, but I'll get to that. The show looks fantastic. The visuals, the look of the show, the freaking cinematography is gorgeous. The locations that they actually shot in look great. It has practical blood squibs. That was good to see. You know, practical makeup, blood, and costumes, and people in society. Yeah, the acting is really good. You know, Mando for the win. Pedro Pascal, this has been his year, man. Mando just came back. Season 3 is doing well. This show is getting a second season, so I'm very happy about it. He's a great Joel. You know, he still has the kick-ass voice. And the series premiere got 4.7 million viewers on the first day. The second biggest for HBO Max since 2010 when Game of Thrones came out. And over 22 million within 12 days. Yeah. So by March of this year, the first 5 episodes averaged almost 30 million viewers. That's a lot of people watching this show, considering that there's no Marvel or DC shows out right now. Just the stuff on the CW. In January, they renewed it. Yeah, I'm very glad. Bella Ramsey's fine. I'm not going to say she's awful. I'm not going to say she's great. But she does the best she could. I'm not a fan of Game of Thrones. I've said that. Not going to change my mind. She was only in 9 episodes of that show, so it's fine. They filmed this in Alberta, Canada. I can tell. That's why it looks so clean and well shot. But problems with her character, she cusses too much. She's very angry and cusses a lot. But again, that's more of a writing problem than Bella Ramsey. Her American accent's okay. I would have preferred Caitlin Dever, but she was busy. So I get why they cast her. The rest of the cast did fine. Anna Torv, she was in 2 episodes. The Resistance fighter, Storm Reed was in 1 episode. One of the filler episodes I didn't really care for. But there was one major issue with this show that I didn't care for. And no, it's not the musical score or faithfulness to the game. It was the 3rd episode. There was a gay couple in it. I know it's in the game. You don't have to hassle me. But I didn't care for this episode. It was too long. 1 hour and 20 minutes. You had freaking Nick Offerman and some Australian guy sharing a bed together and kissing. I'm like, yeah, this made me uncomfortable. And I couldn't sit through it again. And to me, it dipped in quality. And I'm not the only one. You know, Joel's barely in that episode, and Ellie. And focusing on this romance, I just thought it was really, really forced. But the rest of the show, the Storm Reed thing, it was a little bit shorter, but, you know, she gets bitten, so she has to die at the end of that episode, in the 6th episode or whatever, 7th. And, yeah, but like I said, the show is well shot. The action sequences are really good. You know, I was on the edge of my seat for the first 2 episodes. All the explosions and biting and the clickers, you know, they sound scary. They look scary and they sound scary. And they just... The show is not for kids, so if you have kids, don't let them watch this. This is not meant for children. There's a lot of blood, a lot of decapitations, shot in the head, stabbing, a lot of gore. Yeah, you're not going to let kids watch this. And there was some diversity hires, but not too much. Like the deaf kid that, you know, with that black guy, yeah, his end was really tragic. really dark. The show was totally like bleak because the game is like that. I get it. And yeah, several critics called Ramsey the breakout star. I'm like, she was already a breakout star on Game of Thrones, guys. They only gave her an American accent. I'm like, she took Tom Holland's advice and did that so she can get this role. But to me, it's about Pedro Pascal because he's the man, and he's already done a show that's kicked a lot of ass. That's still king of Disney Plus. So far, this is the best show on HBO Max so far. Really good. Also, I forgot to mention Melanie Linsky. She did a good job. She's not in it that much, but her acting was really good. And also, because the finale, I just saw the finale. It was well done. There was no commercials or ads, so that helps a lot. And it's never boring. Like, it's always visually stimulating. Even the gay episode, as I call it, because that's what they did, guys. They took characters from the game and gave them a whole episode that really doesn't advance the plot. It's just there to fill time. But it's representation. What do you expect? But it was only one episode, thankfully, not 9. So it is what it is. But at least the show was short. Good cast, good characters. And, at least they gave Bella Ramsey this and not a DC movie or a DC show or a Marvel show. Because she's supposed to be playing a 14-year-old, a teenager. Yeah. And she's like 19. And the show, like I said, Nico Parker, I'm not a big fan of her. She's the daughter of what's her face, Tandy Newton. Yeah, she was only in one episode, and then she dies. So, it is what it is. John Hannah was in an episode. He was in the pilot. He's a good actor. He was in the Mummy films. Brendan Fletcher, Christopher Heyerdahl. Yeah, I don't want to forget anybody. Christine Hackham. She was Ratna. She was a mycology professor at the University of Indonesia. Yeah. Oh, she was the Indian lady. Yeah. And of course, Ashley Johnson made a cameo in the finale. She was the original voice of Ellie in the game, so that was a nice touch. She played the mom, Ellie's mom, in a flashback. But overall, it's a great show for a dramatic series with a lot of blood and a lot of F-bombs, a lot of cursing. Some things didn't work. I thought the sense of humor also was kind of like, it fell flat for me personally, because this show was taken seriously. Putting jokes, these pun books, and the girls acting weird with face masks, it was a little flat. I don't think it was that funny. There was one scene that made me laugh my ass off, and I'm like, yeah, some Mexican guy gets hit on the leg and he starts crying like a bitch. I was laughing my ass off, and it's not supposed to be a comedy. It says post-apocalyptic drama, not comedy. So this is not like those shows on Apple TV that are supposed to be funny and dramatic. This is not one of those shows. And it makes me want to play the game, even though I don't have a PS4. But it's well done. They did a good job representing the game. It's a good video game adaptation. It doesn't look like shit, I'll say that. It's a lot better than Dead or Alive that I saw a few days ago. At least this was competent. At least it didn't have horrendous CG. And it had a good pace most of the time. And if you haven't seen it, what are you waiting for? If you have HBO Max, watch this. I recommend it. It's highly recommended on my scale. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. I'm looking forward to season 2, hopefully at the end of this year or next year. It's a good show, and I recommend it for all you guys, especially fans of the game. It's brilliant. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.